as we were about to finish mixing the name of this new audio medium, Dolby Atmos, came up, and it was almost, we could almost have caught it then and there, but we weren't quite geared up for it. So thinking about that as we were doing Mirror to the Sky, I started to look forward to doing the Dolby Atmos mixing. And much like 5.1, what we did was we got the stereo mix that we were settled on for our basic CD and vinyl. And then, of course, 5.1, like we did on the Quest, was an extension of that. In other words, we'd make decisions on every track at all times, what we wanted to fulfill in the 5.1. But before we did the 5.1, this time we did Dolby Atmos because we wanted to give it that priority. So Curtis re-equipped his studio and did as much reading up about it as it was. But not only is it a first for Yes, it's a first for me and Curtis to work in the Dolby Atmos area. Well, if you think of 5.1, you're quite used to that in a cinema, or if you've got a theatre system at home and you can hear our music or anybody's music, it adds a lovely width. What happens with Dolby Atmos, it adds an extra layer of depth that you didn't really have, the top, bottom, and the accentuation on the sides. So what I found particularly nice was that you make drum, guitar, vocal, so you've got all these areas that you can adjust, but when they're all level, of course, it is the stereo. It is what the stereo mix is. So you've got all the stems, and if you want to go into that stem and develop something that's in that stem separately, you can do that as well. So if you decide, we've got that guitar in the stem, but actually we want to put it somewhere else. So there's endless choices. You're never really at a cliff edge with saying, you can't go any further. Go anywhere you like. But the thing we didn't want to do was make a demonstration record for Dolby Atmos. We wanted to make our music live, grow, expand, surround, and immerse, So basically, we didn't get overly experimental. Obviously, this is our first venture. We knew we had these, like I said, I was most affected by the sidings. So to have the sides, you've got the front, and you've got there, and you've got the sides, the top and you've got the bottom. So sometimes Curtis would say, I'm positioning that up there somewhere. And he shows me on the screen where it is in the box, because there's a remarkable sort of box where you can look at where the sound is in the spectrum. So technology, we're immersed in the multi-speaker system, and that will transport when you put stereo headphones on. It's an illusion, you're experiencing an illusion, but it's done properly. So you put it on, it's the same as what we're hearing in the studio, and that's one of the most remarkable steps about this, is that quadraphonic. 5.1. If you move too far over here or too far over there, you're not there. Only so many people can really experience it to its most expressive and most exciting. But with the development of DA going to headphones, means that you can be anywhere and you're still going to get the same impression of scale. So this immersive sound is now available, on your stereo, as opposed to, can you please buy the other, 9 speakers you need? So technology just keeps knocking me out. Pro Tools knocks me out with the opportunities that you can do. And now even every track can have, MIDI information. You can just go, I want MIDI on that. And so remarkable development, but at the same time, Dolby Atmos. What I'd just say is that I understand, as we finished it, that in fact, as this goes out through different sites and places and opportunities you can listen to it in, they all have their own particular final, if you like, mastering on it. Whether it's the level that they send you, or whether it's the style of compression, the level of compression. So fingers crossed, as we say, that what we're trying to do and what we experienced, Curtis and I, mixing Mirror to the Sky, will be pretty much what you experience either in headphones or if you're lucky enough to have Dolby Atmos. And a lot of places are now equipping for that. They're teaching people how to use this. And immersive is a wonderful word, because you can be in the middle of the music, and that's quite fun. Making the music and then hearing it like that is very, very satisfying. It's the width of the real ambience of the music, that you can create. It's like, it's not coming at you here. That was mono, then it was stereo, then it was quadraphonic, and then it was 5.1. But now Dolby Atmos does take it to another level. So I hope you enjoy it.
I find my